Well, now I'm having water trouble issues. That's the water, that's the holding tank. That's the pump. You see the pump keeps short cycling. And you can hear it, stuff spinning around. There's no pre-strainer like they're supposed to. So I'm thinking there's some debris in there or something. So I'm going to have to take the head off, clean up that line, because some retard decided to put caulk all over it like he did everything else. I still get decent water pressure. But it's not working the way it's supposed to. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to take a look at it. Just one more thing. Alright, little update. That's the storm. It's already past Florida. Get something to point with. Well, that's great. I broke my scissors. Alright, quick update. You know, these salon windows, I rebed those. I just finished up all the lifelines, so all the lifelines are caulked. Nothing I can do about the other windows yet, because those will need to be replaced. I did find that that window or port has the wrong gasket in it. And that's part of why it's leaking, because the gasket is too thin. It doesn't make a seal. So I'll have to find a new gasket, but this here is the storm. I am, let's see, North Carolina. I am up here. Yeah, I'm about right there in North Carolina. So all this right here, this wind and the rain that's coming along with this band. I was supposed to move marinas today, but they, the one I was going to called and was like, you probably shouldn't be moving today. So I talked to the people here at Sailcraft, and they're like, yeah, you can stay for the weekend. It's probably best that you don't move. So I'm here for the weekend. I'm tied down on all four corners. Water's already up about 3 feet, so it's a good step down to get onto the dock. Right, why don't I go ahead and show you. Oh, I do have this, but I also have my weatherboards ready. Just kind of cleaning up, getting things put away. Normally it's a bit of a step up to get onto the dock. Right now it's a big step down. But I got all the lifelines rebed. Yes, it looks like crap. I hate caulk. And that stuff is super sticky and tacky. And I got all the propane fixed, so the propane works. I pulled out all the ropes that were just hanging out, set them down, made sure that the drains were cleared. I am swimming really close to that one. Closer than I want to be. I may go tighten up in the back. It may be coming loose. I'm also a lot farther from the dock than I'd like to be. That's a huge step. Yeah, I think I'll tighten that one back up. I think it might be coming loose. I'm supposed to get 30 to 40 mile an hour winds. Or gusting to 40 mile an hour. So I'll probably take bimini top down, fold it up. And pretty much just hunker down. I topped off one of my water tanks, the starboard water tank. Well, I didn't really top it off. I just kind of filled it up probably about halfway. The port side water tank, there's an elbow that rather than going 1/2 inch to 1/2 inch, it goes from 1/2 inch into like 1/4 of an inch of the elbow, coming back to a 1/2 inch line. So it's like the internal diameter is restricted, and some crud in that tank, I think, is clogging that elbow. So I got some new elbows to cut them out and put in. But I'm going to wait until the tank is empty to do that. Yeah, I am getting really close to that piling. Much closer than I'd like to. But that's why I'll tighten that line up. That line. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. I'm gonna replace this gas line because it was leaking out of the port here if I opened it up the other side without a tank on it. So went ahead and locked that down and took that care of that. I have a bunch of buckets put down in case it starts leaking. Everything back here should be sealed up. Trying to find a light real quick. I can remember what I did with my light. I'm moving too much stuff around. Oh, here it is. I have the layout for the switch that needs to go in, but I don't have a drill or a drill bit, so that'll have to wait. But back here should be all sealed up and dry, except for maybe that window. I don't know about that. This light, the switch, you can probably see it, is totally dead. So I'm trying to take this down to get the switch out. The whole new light assembly is $55, so I don't think I'll be getting a new one. I'll just be looking for a switch. I'll be keeping an eye back here to make sure it stays dry. And then I'll pack up everything in here, move it into the salon, so that I can move everything in the V-berth, well, the pad, into the back, so I can set up my bed again and not have to, you know, set it up, take it down, set it up, take it down. So I quit sleeping over here because my feet hang over. And I moved over here because I can move that piece to the floor, and it widens up the bed so that I'm not sleeping on like 1.5 feet, which was also annoying. Sleeping on 1.5 feet of space. And with the wind picking up, the flies picked up. Like, there were no flies in here, no issues with flies. I'd have it open for days, no issues. All of a sudden the wind picks up a little bit. There's flies everywhere. probably take the trash out real quick before I finally hunker down too. But let me go ahead and tighten that one rope up. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm got going on. Sunday I should be moving to the next marina, and I'll probably post the update Sunday night because they have high-speed internet. So I'll talk to you later. Alright, last quick update for the week. It is Sunday at about 3 o'clock. I'll show you some of the damage. The tow rail somewhere up in there is leaking. It's caused all of this damage. This was super soggy, like just draining out of up here. This light works now, but when it gets super soggy it doesn't. That light I have disconnected because I was going to take it off to move into the back, or at least a switch. I was like, nah, I'll just get a new switch. I'll see what I can make fit. It's a mess right now. Don't judge me. It's a work in progress. This right here leaks through, if I could point it at the right place, leaks through up here and drips all down this part. It also leaks up through here, which is where I think a lot of the drainage into down here may be coming from. But I do know the tow rail is leaking because I can feel it on the screw bolt. That window leaks because it's only got one dog leg left. This one is good. And these two windows just need to be sealed because it's leaking from down around here. Unless it's coming from up there. But I'm thinking it's the windows. I need to pull those off and seal those anyway. What else? This leaks up here all through it. The mast was leaking. I don't know if that was leaking because up here is leaking or what. That window was good. This other window down here is good. Tow rail in the back over here, somewhere along here, is leaking. That's good now. This right here needs to come up and be resealed. Because when it drips onto here, it just leaks into here and then falls back in there, and I need to look at back there to see what sort of damage there is back there, because I think it's leaking out up there too, and I need to reseal that top piece up front. I need to reseal this because this is all coming up. You can see cracks and everything is delaminating. But to get that up, I've got to take that loose, which means I've got to tie the boom up somewhere else. And I'm in a new harbor. Sort of. It's just, I already turned the GPS off, but it's still in the town of Oriental. I'm just inside the main marina versus being at the shipyard, which is in the creek. It only took me like half an hour to get here, moving at 4 miles an hour, so it's not far. I am all tied up. As you can see, not a floating dock, which means the bumpers are going to get used a lot. Those up there are pretty tight. I went ahead and moved that one back there and tightened it up because it was just on this side one, which meant that I could move forward a lot, which I may go tighten it up some more. That side one, I may tighten it up a little bit more too. But yeah, that's good. I need to get solar now. I need to get solar, and I need to get a windmill. Put solar right across there. I think I've already said it, I want to glass this in so that this is solid. And I don't know how I'm going to get these rounded windows. I may have to figure something out with the plexiglass. And of course, you can see I moved something and there's spiders that run away. There's still a bunch of spiders on here. Oh, where are you? There you go. You can live on the dock. Yeah, I'll probably tie that one up tighter, but that's about it. I do have Wi-Fi here, so that is a definite plus. I am now, instead of a quarter of a mile from the grocery store, I'm over a mile. So that's a bummer. I'll have to do some more walking for that. But all in all, not too bad. I'm happy. Sales will be done soon. I can get underway again. Oh, now I've got my power hooked up again, so I've got full power. Still no AC, but you can only have so much. Alright, that's enough for this episode. Yeah, this week I'll probably reseal the top hatch and probably try and tackle both ports. But, yep, that way I'm not just sitting around doing nothing. Maybe I'll even clean up my face. We'll see. Alright, see ya.